So I was talking about waiting for MyChart results the other day, and it kind of occurred to me, if you haven't been chronically ill, you may have no idea what MyChart is all about. So MyChart is managed by a company called Epic, which is pretty much the industry standard for hospital patient record keeping. And this is the portal that enables patients to see their lab results, their schedule, what's going on, all sorts of stuff. In my case, the biggie this weekend was, let's see, MRI brain diffusion perfusion with and without IV contrast. So the deal with this illness is the cancer cells floating around in my head are going to grow tumors. All the therapy they're doing is trying to slow that down and minimize it. And roughly every 2 months, they scan my head just to see if they're holding back the water or things are happening. Um, I don't dig getting a scan every 2 months because if you want to feel a certain immediacy about what's going on in your life, laying down an MRI machine for 30 minutes to dwell on things, uh, that is an interesting opportunity for forced reflection on. At any rate, I hadn't been feeling stellar the last month, so I wasn't expecting to have a great MRI report. Uh, and kind of fortunately, Elizabeth knew I wasn't feeling fantastic. So both of us were expecting, hey, it's probably going to show something. I still walk and talk on my own, and I'm not a drooling mess. So there's no reason to believe it was going to be horrible. And lo and behold, today, my phone chimed. It was Monday mid morning. I had some comfort that I hadn't gotten a phone call from anybody saying, hey, before you open this up, here's the score. So I was like, oh, okay. I get a pretty good idea what this is going to be. And open up my MyChart results and read what the radiologist had to say, which in summary is, oh, yeah, you still have brain tumor and you still have brain tumor that's slowly progressing. Um, Considering how aggressive this disease is, that's probably about as good as I should expect at the moment. Um, and people smarter than me are going to look at it and decide, like, hey, is there enough there that warrants another surgery, or do we continue to go with medication interventions? Uh, Now, literally tomorrow, I go back to NYU and start taking the GLIX1 trial unless something's changed. Someone could read this MRI results and start thinking, oh, hey, maybe he's not a candidate for the trial anymore. But again, I probably would have gotten a phone call. And more importantly, for my peace of mind, that is entirely beyond my control. So the amount I'm going to agonize over that isn't too much. I'm just going to consider myself fortunate that, like, hey, I got test results that were not as ideal as I wanted them to be. And the next step in the plan is already in place. But MyChart is a mixed blessing. Very good for getting me information. Very good for becoming a focus of anxiety. Now, I was talking about things beyond my control. I try not to worry about them too much. I also try pretty hard to come up with things to distract myself. So over the weekend, I had 3 projects not quite work out. My lawnmower wouldn't work. I broke one of my craft machines, silly things like that. So spending a Tuesday morning with a little bit of anxiety in the background and actually able to fix some things at the house and finish some projects, nice place to be. Tomorrow, I get dropped off at the ferry and I go into the city for 2 days and I find out whether I can tolerate this new drug. Then it'll be a little while to figure out if the new drug lives up to the marketing. As always, a lot of things to be determined.